Let's go, boys. Let's go. 4-0 under Derek King. Let's keep it rolling. Hawks win again. 4-2 over the Seattle Kraken. First game in franchise history against the Seattle Kraken, and is the first visit to Climate Pledge Arena as well. This game was nationally televised on TNT, and it was a great one. Let's go ahead and talk about it. The first 10 minutes of this game was actually kind of boring, only about 6 shots from both teams in the first 10 minutes, but towards the end of the period, we finally get to see some action. So the puck's in the Hawks zone behind the net, and Kirby Dach takes over and gets it up for Patrick Kane, who then just sets up a 3-on-2 with DeBrincat and Jones. And on that 3-on-2, DeBrincat gets it back over. Kane gets it over to DeBrincat, who then sets up a perfect tap-in for Seth Jones. He's got 2 goals in 3 games, which for a defenseman is pretty good, and he's second in team points with 14, 2 goals and 12 assists after this game. It was also Seth Jones' 300th career point, and well, it's 1-0 going into intermission.
If you don't mind, stay with us for a couple of minutes. As Alex DeBrincat joining us. Thanks.
Once again, here early in the second period, Kirby Dach has it back behind the Hawks net, and he fires a perfect pass to Alex DeBrincat, who then gets a pseudo breakaway. He moves in on Grubauer and scores! And it's 2-0 Chicago with Alex DeBrincat scoring. So 2 of our biggest playmakers had goals today, so DeBrincat now has a goal and an assist. With about 16:30 to go in the second period, it had been about 14 minutes since the Seattle Kraken had gotten a shot on net. And this is where the momentum shifted. The Kraken get a beautiful chance in front, and Marc-Andre Fleury, with his save of the year, and one of the best saves I've seen from any goaltender this season so far. Granted, it is still the first month, and I haven't seen every single amazing save, but from what I've seen, that was highway robbery. This feed from Jordan Eberle to Yanni Gourde was just immaculate. And, well, Yanni Gourde doesn't shoot the puck right away, and I think if he did, Fleury may have even made the save there. He got over there in a flash, and, well, he hung onto the puck for too long, and therefore Marc-Andre Fleury makes the save, and honestly, he could have made the save regardless. But for the rest of the period, Seattle was just getting shot after shot after shot. Hawks were in the defensive zone for pretty much the entire period. Best period of defensive hockey all season for Chicago. Didn't let up a goal. Fleury was outstanding in net, and the rest of the team as well was just, they were holding them. It was a really nice job defensively, and we're going to intermission. 2-0. Marc-Andre Fleury with his best period with Chicago in the second period. In the third period, much of the same. Marc-Andre Fleury still making fantastic saves. McCabe has a blocked shot that goes right to Connor Murphy. He gets it out to Philip Kurashev, and who's with him? Patrick Kane on 2-on-1. He gets it over to Kane, and bar down! Bar down, it's Patrick Kane who gets the goal. And it's 3-0. Patrick Kane gets a goal in his first visit to Climate Pledge Arena, and honestly, he made that look so easy. I mean, Patrick Kane put this puck past Grubauer in such a calm fashion. It was honestly offsetting, as you usually don't see that from Patrick Kane, but he made it look so easy. And, well, this is the chance to talk about Philip Grubauer. He was a stud with Colorado last year. He met up with Marc-Andre Fleury in the second round as Fleury was with Vegas. And, well, Grubauer's had a kind of a very bad start to this season. He's letting up a lot of goals. Seattle hasn't been doing very well, and that's partly due to Grubauer, and he's not played well. And, I mean, if this game shows anything, 3 goals and 2 of them on breakaways. He made some good stops, but once again, Fleury outclassed him in every way. Because the final shot tally was 33-18 in favor of the Kraken. Just saying. So that was about 5 minutes of the period. And, well, 10 minutes later, it's still 3-0, and Seattle goes on the power play. This comes after a Hawks power play in which Seth Jones was wrapped up by Yanni Gourde and then had some nice extracurricular activity with Jones, and then Alex DeBrincat decides to get down in a scrap with Yanni Gourde. Just DeBrincat's third NHL fight, And, well, he stuck it to Yanni Gourde. Both of them go to the box for 5 minutes. Jones actually goes to the box for 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. He actually goes to the box. That ends up giving Seattle this power play. But with the fight, Alex DeBrincat has his first career Gordie Howe hat trick, a term I've never heard in my entire life. A Gordie Howe hat trick is a goal, an assist, and a fight in a single game. I've never heard of this until now, and honestly, I think it's a pretty cool, neat little statistic when it comes to the NHL. I personally think it's just some fun thing you can just say, hey, you got a goal and assist, and you fought a person in a match. That's pretty cool. But on this power play, Seattle's finally able to get on the board as Jaden Schwartz has it behind the net. He kind of throws it backhand, no-look style, and it misses the first player, but Jared McCann's right there, and Fleury can't make the stop, so the Seattle Kraken get the pity goal, or so we thought. From here on out, the game got twice as good as it was before. Like, after the Hawks scored the first goal, it got pretty good. They went up 2-0. Fleury was he was doing fantastic things on the defensive front, and the second period was pretty entertaining in that way. And then, in the third period, we took a 3-0 lead, and for the next 10 minutes, it was kind of like the game's over. All right, that was a fun game. But now the Seattle Kraken scored, and the game got a little bit more interesting. So they pulled Grubauer with under 4 minutes to go, and, well, they got another one. Soon after Grubauer went to the bench, yeah, this was a fantastic play by Fleury in front. He just stretches out after Seattle's trying to barge into him because they don't know where the puck is. No one knows where the puck is here after a shot kind of looks like it might have squeaked through. Marc-Andre Fleury throws his stick aside, and, he's basically doing everything he can to stop the puck. He doesn't know where it is. The only person who does, Calvin DeHaan. And he makes a great play, tucking that puck under Marc-Andre Fleury. I've rip-tongued out Calvin DeHaan a bunch in this season and last season. So I'm happy that he was able to get, a really important play in this game here. And, well, that was huge. It looked like Seattle was going to score because right after DeHaan put that under, you could definitely see Kraken players realizing the puck was right where DeHaan was, and they finally got the whistle and play was stopped. And then shortly after, Marc-Andre Fleury again robbing Seattle. This time, Jaden Schwartz trying to do anything they can as they're crashing the net. He tries to just throw it on net, and you know what? It would have gone in. It would have gone through Fleury's 5-hole, but Fleury was on top of it, closed the 5-hole, put the stick in front of it, and, well, covers it up. And again, in a span of about 30 seconds, makes two ginormous saves here in the late stages of this one. About a minute later, there's now under 2 minutes to go, and Jordan Eberle barely keeping it in the zone, gets it over to Dunn, who finds an open Yanni Gourde, who just slaps it from the point. And honestly, that was such a satisfying shot. Just boom, right over the shoulder of Fleury and right into the net. And it's a one-goal game. And, man, did the crowd just go nuts. The crowd stuck around. And, well, they got their money's worth because Seattle almost came back and tied this thing up. And I'm watching this game, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, boy, here we go again. Is this going to be another time where we can just not hold on to a lead and we choke it away, or do they hang on this time? And let me tell you, the next minute and a half was probably – the next minute and a half of this game was just pure adrenaline. Kirby Dach had a chance for an open net goal, and he skied it over the net, which got me really frustrated, not going to lie. There was only about 40 seconds left, but soon after, McCabe just lifts the puck as high as he can just to clear it. And, well, it actually goes in the empty net, and that's his first goal of the season. And that is the first empty netter this season by Chicago. And it's going to end the game. Seattle puts 33 shots on net. Marc-Andre Fleury making 31 saves. A good 10 of them being really, really good scoring chances for the Kraken. And Chicago only got 18 shots. Really, once Seattle started getting it going in the middle stage of the second period, Chicago was struggling to find offensive strength. And thankfully, Patrick Kane was able to score that key goal early in the third to make it a 3-0 game, which then allowed the Hawks to stay ahead and then end up winning the game. But anyways, a very entertaining game tonight. Our next game, We continue our road trip in the Northwest. We head north of the border to play the Edmonton Oilers on Saturday, and the following day we play the Vancouver Canucks. The Hawks get their first road win of the season. That's another thing that they needed to get, and it only took them a month. They got their first road win of the season. They have 2 games against the Coyotes and the Kraken, and, well, they were a bit close. Who knows what they'll do against the Oilers? Personally, I don't think the winning streak's going to get to 5. I think the Oilers will finally snap our 4-game winning streak. But, anything can happen. And, well, the 2020 qualifying round, the Hawks stomped all over the Oilers and McDavid and Draisaitl because their depth could not come through. So, yeah, the Oilers and then the Canucks, another team who has largely struggled since the last time we played them. So that could be another win that could get us right back in the win column. And then Calgary, another team that's been pretty good, but they've actually slowed down a little bit here in the last week or two. And well, that takes us to Thanksgiving, with the Blues coming the day after, and then the Sharks that weekend. So this is a bit of a test for the Hawks. Some good opponents coming up on the schedule. That's going to do it for this one. Make sure you hit the like button if you like this video. If you hit the subscribe button, I'll really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time.